So today what we are going to do with the draw with me is we are going to draw some cake. So I am starting at the very top of my cake, and I am going to kind of draw where it's cut. And then it's almost like a rounded, if anybody knows Pac-Man, it reminds me of the Pac-Man shape, the head. And so I am going to draw that very top part of my cake. I'm not going to worry about getting it fancy just yet. I'm going to worry more about getting the very shape that I want along with the size. And to be able to do that, I need to kind of sketch that out a little bit first. So I'm doing my layers, and I suggest that you draw lightly so that you can make adjustments if you need to. You can erase if you need to. You can clean lines up a little easier and better if you need to, okay? So I'm finding that I need to extend my top just a little bit. So I'm going to do that so that you can see the sides of my cake as well. I'm going to go back and fix this top, and I might use that line kind of as my frosting guideline. And I'm going to go back and do my line across the top so that it's wavy as well. There. Go back and refine that line just a little bit. Okay, now we have our cake part done, but I want to add a cake plate to it. So what I'm going to do is I am going to add part of a circle. If I was to draw this circle all the way around, it would look more like an oval because it's called an ellipse because of the way that we are looking at it. So I'm going to draw that ellipse shape for the plate. I'm going to also see part of the plate here. Okay. My plate is going to be a little bit of a fancier plate. So I am making some fancy legs on my plate. And then I'm going to bring my bottom around. I'm also going to draw that part there. Okay. Not too bad. Now at any time you can go back and change things and fix things and make it look how you want it to look. I am not going to leave my cake just plain old cake. I am going to add some decoration on the top. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some fancy little flowers. Now, I'm not going to worry about perfect little flowers. I'm going to draw flowers with lots of petals that kind of overlap. When you see frosting flowers, they're not always these perfect little flowers. Sometimes they're very pretty roses, but other times you'll just see kind of a bunch of little petals on the flowers. So I'm going to do that because I'm not going to worry about making it perfect. I'm going to add a couple of little leaves here and there, like so. Like that. And since our top kind of has that fancy top to it, I am going to also add that fancy top to the bottom, so it has kind of that bottom border where it hits the cake plate, so it looks real fancy. Now what I would suggest that you do is go back and decorate your stem of your cake plate if you did a stem, and you can add some different patterns, shapes, to make it fun and interesting. There. And again, you can go back and darken up your lines with wherever you feel that it looks good. Fix where it doesn't. Change what you want to change. Add what you want to add. And make it your cake. Thanks for drawing with me today. I hope you had fun.